So Sunday is shaping up as a watershed for Australia's energy system. The carbon tax could unleash a tidal wave of investment if industry's convinced there'll be long-term policy stability. While renewable energy is set to grow, scientists are confident coal-fired power generation will still play a big part. Michael Troy filed this second report on Australia's future energy mix.
Tucked away in a CSIRO shed in Newcastle is a twist of pipes and containers that could determine the future of one of Australia's biggest export industries, coal.
The rig that we've constructed here is designed to improve the efficiency of the way carbon dioxide is captured from power station flue gases.
The science is controversial and storage options a big challenge. But for the CSIRO's Deputy Chief of its Energy Technology Division, Jim Smitham, there's a good chance it will work.
I think the basic chances are quite good because the essence of the technology has been demonstrated in other chemical fields. What hasn't happened before is scaling it up to the size where you can apply it to the very large coal-fired power stations in Australia and overseas.
Without the commercialisation of this technology, coal as a power source could be forced out of business within 30 years. In a CSIRO model of the most likely scenario under a carbon price of $26 per tonne, as outlined by Ross Garnaut, by 2025, renewables such as solar, wind, hydro and thermal rock, as well as gas and biomass, will be supplying more than half the market, increasing to 2/3 by 2035. By then, traditional coal-fired power generation could be phased out, but coal could make a comeback if the carbon capture and storage system is introduced. The power generation landscape is also changing more rapidly than expected. This week, a commercial-sized 19-megawatt solar thermal plant in Spain fed power into the grid for 24 hours, the first time baseload power has come from solar. The Prime Minister opened Australia's latest test solar thermal tower in Newcastle a few weeks ago. An array of reflectors focus on a spot on a tower, superheating molten salt or other mediums, which can be used to generate power without the need for water. CSIRO researchers are also developing much more efficient ways of using natural gas for power generation.
The good thing about natural gas in electricity generation is it's very clean, and of course Australia has lots of it.
Work is also progressing on ways to convert gas into more usable liquid fuels, such as petrol and diesel.
Using natural gas to supplement our own crude oil resources will enable us to be more self-sufficient, and also it would guarantee more of a security of supply.
Billions of dollars in development funds have been sidelined until the carbon tax is finalised. But the investor group on climate change says its research shows money will quickly flow into new technologies.
I think investors assume that if a scheme is passed, it will stay in. Once money starts flowing into deals, it's very hard for any serious modern government to start unwinding those kinds of policies.
For the CSIRO scientists working on the carbon capture and storage rig, it's business as usual, until Sunday at least.